welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through a few exercises that work the upper body that you guys can do at home using only resistance bands. So I'm going to be using these kind of long resistance bands. They're really good for replicating gym machines at home, because as you know, training at home, it's quite hard when you don't have the gym equipment, because you can't do things like lat pull down or cable rows or tricep pull down. So these enable you to replicate those type of exercises because they come with a door attachment. So these are my own brand of resistance bands, which you can find at strongandsexy.com. But as I just mentioned, they come with this door attachment, which is really amazing because this is the one thing that helps you replicate those very gym exercises that are going to help us make those gains at home. So I'm going to show you some exercises. I really hope that you enjoy it. I'm going to do a voiceover, so let's do this. So the first exercise is lat raises, and I'm going to aim to do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. So I'm standing with my front foot on the band to anchor it down, but you can stand with both feet on there. It just really depends what works for you. So I'm coming up to shoulder height. I'm keeping a slight bend in my elbows, and I'm always keeping my core tight to help me stabilize my body. So now on to resistance band bent over row. So it does take a couple of attempts to get the band in the correct position between your feet, and also to make sure it's the same length on each side. So I realized that this band was a little bit too light for me, so I'm just going to swap it for the heaviest band. Another great thing about these bands is that you can actually double them up as well if you do want a heavier resistance. So I'm slightly bent over in that hip hinge position, then I'm driving my elbows back behind me whilst keeping them pinched in, and then at the top I'm retracting my scapula and squeezing my shoulder blades together. Okay, so now on to bicep curls. So I'm standing on my band with 2 feet, and I've made sure that both sides are the same length. And I'm keeping my body in a nice, upright, strong position. I'm bracing my core, keeping everything tight. My elbows are pinched into my sides, and as you can see, it's only my forearms that are moving. So as my forearm comes up at the top of the rep, I'm squeezing and contracting my biceps. Okay, next up is single arm tricep kickbacks. So I'm stabilizing myself by resting my right hand just above my right knee, and I've positioned myself so I'm just in that slight hip hinge movement, guys. And again with this one, it's really only the forearm that should move. Okay, so now onto an exercise using the bands. I was super excited to show you how we can improvise and replicate this gym machine. Okay, so that is the door attachment, and it has like a little foam circular thing. You pop it over the door, and then when you shut the door, it anchors it in. Just make sure you don't do it on the side that the door opens, because there could be a chance that you might be going for a little trip across your living room. Okay, so I got in this position first, and then I realized that this way was a lot more comfortable for me. So again, just play around and see what works best for you. So I'm making sure I get a nice big stretch at the top of every single rep, and then I'm depressing my shoulder blades, which means I'm pulling them downwards, and then as I come to the bottom of the rep, I'm retracting my scapula to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Sorry if you can hear my laptop in the background, it literally sounds like it's about to take off. So you can see the door attachment a little bit clearer on this one. So I've popped it through, shut the door, anchored myself in for cable rows. Okay, so I've decided to double up on this one to give myself more resistance. So with this one, feel free to grab a chair and sit down. I didn't have one available, so I improvised by standing in an upright position. However, sitting down is probably going to be a lot more comfortable. But we've got to do what we've got to do if we don't have the equipment. And you guys can do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Okay, so I'm keeping the reps nice and controlled, and then at the top of every rep, I'm retracting my shoulder blades together to get that contraction. Didn't I tell you that these bands were so versatile, and there are so many more exercises and gym machines that you can replicate as well. So I just wanted to put an extra tricep exercise in here using the door attachment, just so I can show you and give you more of an idea of what else you can do with these bands. Okay, so last but not least, guys, is chest flies. So again, I've just used the door attachment, I've anchored myself in the door, and you're good to go with chest flies. Oh my God, literally these bands give me life. Okay guys, so as you can see, with those type of resistance bands, you can easily replicate gym machines at home. So don't underestimate home training. Just grab yourself some of those resistance bands and get training just as if you was in the gym. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment, and I'll see you in my next video.